What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Bucket City. Yeah, buckets everywhere. That's gonna be just what it is this year. I don't know if I got a real good close-up on this last week, but check out the blackberries. It's just crazy how well that's growing. And then we've got these two that I planted last week, or a week before, so a little bit of browning on that one, but to be expected. It's been raining its butt off, so not that you can tell today, but the backyard is half a swamp. I moved the seedlings under here. What's left of them, they were just getting pounded by the rain. That is a weed. Fig tree's doing really well. I've got to see what I got to do with the bottom leaves. Kind of get that cleaned up. I transplanted all of the multiplying onions, so these are some 1 gallon containers, and then I put some clusters in the 5 gallon buckets. So we'll see what happens. So it happens when you have big feet and you knock things over. So all the twigs, they're dying out. So I should probably order some now and get them going and transplanted. So check out the difference in these two horseradishes. I mean, they come in the same box. If you remember, go back a month or two. They come from the same box, same company. They look the same and are growing completely different. We've got monstrous leaves, and this one looks like it, for lack of better wording, bolted. It may not even be the same plant. The leaves just look completely different. We got something eating part of it here. And then there's the peach sorbet that I transplanted. It's not dead yet, so hopefully it's doing well. Nothing's in here. That's the lid I stole back here to cover up the plants. These strawberries were the dormant ones. They did not do well, so I've got another batch in the garage, so if I get around to it today or next week, they need to get planted. See if I can zoom in, see if you get a good shot. We've got strawberries trying to grow. I had a few that did get ripened last week, and then the slugs ate them. So I've got slug bait everywhere in these containers, and then you can see the new growth. Everything is just growing up real well. Oh look, there's actually a couple hiding out in there. I can pick those in a couple of days. There's one not quite ready yet. It's getting close. Not too bad for April. The diva cucumbers are taking their sweet time. The rain has not helped. I need to poke some more seeds in there. Then this was a 50-50 mix. I think this was Space Master and a couple green apples. Half the green apples didn't germinate. The beans are starting to hit a growth spurt where they're actually should start climbing the trellis. And I need to help some of these along and convince them to go up the trellis, but between the wind and everything else, you can actually see some blossoms. So these were the rattlesnake, and I don't remember which was which over here. Well, here's a stick. What's the stick say? I can't even read it because the water's. These are the rattlesnakes. So that would be all rattlesnake. And then this one is the tongue of fire, and this one would be the dragon tongue. And then I've got to clean out what's left here, the snap peas and the sugar, or the snow peas, and get them reseeded. And I need to get the Blue Lake green beans going. Garlic's doing its thing, and onions are doing their thing. You can see it's getting pretty good size. I mean, they could be picked probably any time, but they still got room to grow. The potatoes are doing really well, but they've been taking a beating between the rain and all the wind. You can see the Yukons out there. They took a pretty good beating. Tomato plants, they're up to the first rung. So actually this one, let me walk around there. So it's at that point where I need to kind of watch these every couple of days and get them above the ring, so that way they don't get so big that you break the branches off. This is the Husky Red Cherry. And what was this one? This is the Black Crim, so that one's growing pretty well. And the Sun Gold, not quite up to the third ring yet. The Red Lunchbox. And there's a blossom or two. This one was the Peppercini. Actually, there's a bunch of buds all over, so that's cool. The Serrano is doing its thing. And it's kind of tiny, but there's the Big Bertha. And then you can see the newer potato plants are just doing their thing. You know, considering all the rain, this soil, these are kind of dry, so I guess the water's not getting down to them. I thought they were, so looks like I'll get out and give these a good dose of water. Is the other problem. You can see they're a little wilty. So anyways, looks like I get to watering. Still haven't got this one staked up yet. It's been taking a pretty good beating and it's getting heavier. You can see some little buds, and I'm guessing these are going to fall off, but we'll see. There's our baby apple doing its thing. I mean, I need to mow back here. It's half dry and half swamp. Like, this part's really dry. When I get back there, it's going to be swampy. I've been trying to wait till it dried out, then it keeps sprinkling. Oh, there we go. There's the first one that I recognize. There's a baby apple there. These are the first ones for this tree. There's a couple there. So it looks like, I mean, there's a bunch of them. We'll see what turns into fruit and what doesn't. But if you remember, I trimmed the heck out of this all over the place, and then I've been feeding it pretty heavily. I want to try to air layer. I probably guess I need to get that started. That one's probably a good one. Is get that started now that it's warm enough. The slow lime tree is doing its thing. I mean, it's got great growth, just not a lot of blossoms. But actually, there's some fruit. So considering as slow as it was, and then this one, this one's just insane. And then, like we showed earlier, sad potatoes. So yeah, it looks really dry in there. lots of blueberries. And I was hoping to see something on this Honeycrisp besides leaves, but nothing yet. Still really healthy considering what it started out with a couple months ago. Again, this is one of those $18 things from Costco. And this other lemon's doing alright. Last but not least, raspberries. Some really strong branches. And I'm not digging in too deep in here. Hopefully be some berries this year. And looks like I got a stupid cat or something over here. These idiots next door have an outside cat, and it's just all over. Anyways, that's it from Bucket City this week. Time to water these potatoes. Thanks for watching.